the connection between expectations and happiness. Hi everyone, Angus Pryor here, #1 Amazon best-selling author and practice growth specialist, bringing you this special business booster, 30 videos in 30 days or longer if I need to, until we can get over the hump, to help you beat the gloom and come out on top. What was the topic for today? The connection between expectations and happiness. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Now, today I did a presentation, a webinar, and I was looking at the definition from Lifeline Australia, looking at crisis. How do we, how do we look at crisis? And here's a curious thing. Lifeline mentioned, and one would assume, being Lifeline, in case you don't know who they are, that's who you call. Frankly, if you're very down on yourself, if you're about to commit suicide, that's who you call as Lifeline. So you think they'd know a thing or two about crisis. And one of the comments that they said when they looked at the definition is that two people can look at exactly the same circumstances, and one can find themselves being very stressed by that and feeling like they're in a crisis, and another person in exactly the same circumstances can feel like sort of no big deal. And I dare say at this moment that's something for you watching this. Some of the people watching this are going to be feeling quite stressed by the current situation, and some people won't be particularly affected by it at all. Now, one quote that I felt was very interesting from this book, The Happiness Hypothesis, was they were talking about Stephen Hawking, by many accounts, a brilliant scientist, but what you may or may not know about him is that he suffered from motor neurone disease at a very young age, 21, I think, from memory. And, he achieved a heck of a lot after that time and seemed to have a pretty positive and happy disposition. And here is his quote. He was asked how he keeps his spirits up, and he replied, "My expectations were reduced to 0 when I was 21. Everything since has been a bonus." So there's obviously a very strong connection between our expectations and our happiness. I guess the question is for you, are you finding yourself, I can only be happy if I don't know, how much money I make, what the weather is, how I'm treated by people, etc., etc., etc. Or can I be happy because of the simple things in life? At least in Stephen Hawking's case, he said, well, my expectations were so low, everything else was a positive. Catch you tomorrow.